Oh my god, why are you wearing a mask in 2025? We're in a pandemic. We are not in a pandemic. What is that? Are you laughing at me? No, I'm coughing. Sorry, I'm sick.
The great thing about social media is we get to see these mental patients and possibly get them diagnosed quicker.
So you're saying more black people get it bullshit?
Yes. So I looked
Okay,
it up.
why is that, white lady? White lady, why do more black people get abortions? Because abortions are based on what? Lack of access to resources. No, because abortions disproportionately happen to impoverished people. Why are black people more impoverished than white people? Because of white supremacy. So thank you for pointing out that people that have been forced into poverty through systemic racism of the last 200 years are forced to abort their baby more because of the lack of resources to be able to raise a baby. And then you, as a white lady, use that as your talking point to take the health care away from those same women that are suffering in those same impoverished neighborhoods because you don't want to acknowledge the white supremacy behind it all. Go ahead.
Damn, if you're going to take a stance that involves race, make sure you have enough passion and reasoning and facts behind what you're saying. Or you're just going to end up owned like this woke lady.
What is your biggest fear in 2025?
People not understanding the difference between lies and truth.
What is a woman?
Does it really matter?
So could I be a woman if I wanted to be?
Yes.
Okay.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Walmart's not pet friendly. It's service animals only.
Can I talk to her instead then?
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just talking about misgendering people. Sir, you just said it was a boy. Oh, what do I say then for this? How do I go about, term of endearment?
I don't
What the
So she doesn't even know. Oh, sorry. They don't even know. But we should know? All right.
Oh my good Lord. Tell them drink some.
Now, I'm not trying to make any assumptions here, but I strongly believe that someone here is very single and they blame it on everyone but their own unbearable behavior. I'm not sure though.
Come here. Trans women are more afraid of you in the bathroom than you are of us.
Hey, man, it seems to me like you're speaking for women and their rights to their own public restrooms. So while you're doing that, I'd like to actually add to that. Hold on a second. Gray! Oh, this is my daughter, Gray, and her feelings matter more to me than yours because you're an adult and you're playing a game. Gray, is that a boy or a girl?
A boy.
And what's mama?
A girl.
Wow, she's 3. That's my daughter, my only daughter, and I love her. She's the love of my life. If I'm out in public and she needs to use the restroom, I'll wait for her outside of that restroom. And if something like you comes out of there, I promise you, me and a lot of other men will lose all of our rights to protect what's right, to stand up for what's right. Have a great day.
He ain't lying.
Oh my God.
The gender of their pet, and then ask them how they can tell.
Hello from Ukraine, living in America. What's up? I think your drink is empty. My English, not great. Do you have a pet dog or cat? Both. Yes, both. 2 cats, 3 dogs. Who's dog, boy or girl? 1 boy, 2 girl. How do you know what gender my dogs are?
I
just got a friend request.
Gotcha, bitch!
When you take them to the vet, they tell you. And also, you could, what? You're having issues there, buddy. How can you tell?
Got him. We fucking got him.
Got a message to Donald Trump. You Democrats and workers are going to fight back and defend our jobs and our country. We're ready to fight back. You know,
all these so-called woke people destroying the property of working citizens as some sort of rebellion against a billionaire are just unhinged losers looking for an excuse to throw a tantrum.
Are any of you guys hungry?
That's crazy. You can leave the
Pick any spot you want, we'll get you a free meal.
No, we're okay.
You sure? Are you hungry? Yeah. Pick any spot you want, we'll get you a free meal.
I don't know, Little Caesars, I guess, for everyone else.
Little Caesars?
Yeah, for everyone else.
Oh, for the whole crew? What do you want?
I don't know, probably like 2 pepperonis and 2 cheeses for everyone. That's
Okay.
probably feasible.
Yeah, we got you. We got your pizzas. We got your pizzas.
Here, I'll actually come around for you.
Come around?
Yeah, just park right there, I'll come around for you.
Here you go, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, and do you know who Nick 15 is?
I feel like I've heard of the name.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know why people were saying you kind of look like him.
Well, I hope you guys have a good day.
Thank you. Hope you guys enjoy that.
Oh, we will. Thank you.
You can't even ask these woke folk if they're hungry without them taking offense now. They're eager to play the victim card at any cost.
Oh, fuck.
What the? Oh shit, you got some big ass tits, don't you?
I have another big thing, baby boy.
Oh, I like that. I like that. You thought that you was gonna ruin me. I don't give a fuck.
What did he say?
If you're a fat personal trainer, you should be executed.
One of my favorite things is when the trash takes itself out. You can think that size inclusive and fat personal trainers want to be executed all you want, but we're not going anywhere.
We know you're not going anywhere, bro. That's the problem. We want you to like go on a walk or something.
The fat personal trainer with baby blue nail polish trying to look intimidating gotta be the funniest thing I've seen today. Actually, like it has to be.
Stop. Get away from me. Get away.
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. This morning. This morning. This morning. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
I think if this woke Karen spouts that she didn't do anything and shrieks a little bit louder, the police might just believe her and let her go. What do you think?
You can't force a woman to give birth.
That.
Yes,
No,
I agree with
but
that.
do you think you
I
can
agree
force
with
a
that.
person not to harm another person?
No, I don't think you can force another person to not harm another person because they're going to make that decision whether you want them to or not.
Can I repeat that back to you?
Yeah.
You don't think we can force a person not to harm another person because they're going to make that decision if they want to or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so if a man wants to rape a woman,
He's going to do it.
do you think that he should be punished for it?
Absolutely.
Do you think there should be laws against
Yes.
even if people do it?
Yeah.
I just ask you to follow the logic of what you're saying.
Prevent
'Cause
crime
see-
from taking place.
You followed it, right?
Killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Shit.
Ooh-wee.
It's very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Why are you giving children hormones? I want an answer for that. Why are you setting up a network to give children hormones?
Outside of the
clear ad hominem
Why
attacks.
are you doing
Again,
that?
all
Just answer the
progress
question.
makes-
Don't give me bullshit. Why are
all
you doing
progress requires some pushback.
Why
and
are you giving children
We are going
hormones
to need to
illegally?
keep on
Why are you
fighting
doing
if
this,
we
Eli?
want to see trans
Why
youth
did you set up a network to give
protected and
children
get the
hormones?
necessary health care that they need.
She can't answer. She's not a serious person, Pierce. This is not serious time.
I'm sorry, yelling over me isn't going to solve
You're not
anything.
answering the question. Why are you giving children hormones legally? Why are you setting up networks to do this, Eli? Why?
So
this is a crime. I want to know why you're doing it. It really hurts us. It makes us look deranged. Why are you doing
Eli,
this?
why are you doing it?
Well, this is going to make some great TV. Look, when trans youth are denied necessary health care, we always have to step in. And right now, under very brave trans lawyers like Chase Strangio are in the Supreme Court fighting for trans kids because
In a case he's going to lose.
I actually
There's no
agree
such
with that.
thing as a trans kid.
Tommy?
That's very silly.
There's no such thing as a trans kid. That's child abuse. When you take somebody who's still growing up, figuring out who they are, doesn't know anything about sexuality and shouldn't at that young age, and you try to convince them that there's something other than what they were born to be, that's a problem. It's child abuse. That's my opinion. But also, you're talking about trans kids and their mental health. There was a study that was done about mental health for trans youth. And guess what? The results did not come back favorably. So they wanted to bury it. And that is a fact. So if you show me some data that shows that this gender affirming care is actually beneficial, let's see it. Because the one that was done that a lot of money was poured into came out the other way and the community tried to bury it. So don't
That's not
target
quite
children.
correct.
If you want to talk about adults and trans rights for adults, that's fine. But leave children out of that. And that's what a lot of conservatives are simply asking for. Leave kids alone. Let them live their lives and figure out what they want to do when they're of age to make those kind of decisions.
I completely listen. We had an infamous clinic in London called the Tavistock Clinic, where no one was allowed to criticise what they were doing, which was mutilating young kids. And it's shut down now in total disgrace and ignominy and shame. But you know what isn't shut down? The damage that was done to those kids. And I'm afraid that I agree with Tommy. I don't think any prepubescent child should ever be exposed to any of this nonsense. Let them go through puberty. Let them go through puberty and work out for themselves what kind of life they want. That's fine. But don't mutilate kids or treat them this way.
Attempting to look professional and having an air of arrogance doesn't make you win a debate. You need to have facts. This isn't really even something that should be a debate in the first place, though, especially provided it's involving kids. But, you know, they say common sense has been lost.
No, I'm speaking. 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 No, I'm speaking.
Got it.
Thank you. So it's not, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the person. I'm talking about the person who is dealing with the pregnancy. I am not talking about the cells. I don't care. No, listen. The fetus, the whatever. I don't care about that right now until it is formed. If there is a 5-year-old child who is pregnant and the baby is 2 weeks in utero.
Can't get pregnant.
Actually, they have, and they have given birth. There is,
have given pregnant.
There is one recorded case of a 5-year-old girl who gave birth.
Is that common?
Yes, it's common. 5-year-olds get sometimes, and if they get pregnant, I think they should be able to have medical access to something that could save not only just their life, but like their livelihood.
How many, I'm curious.
I hope your daughter lives a very happy life and gets away from you.
Okay, so that is really nasty.
If the basis of your argument is something as absurd as a 5-year-old pregnancy or one recorded case, then you're not only losing the argument, you've also lost your mind.
Take what?
Ah, yes, that wonderful little narrative. And for further context, let's take a look at the full description, because it is rather relevant, of that video. Now, there are actually quite a lot of individuals out there, both men and women, that truly believe that men can never experience sexism due to the fact that men have never been, and in their opinions, never can be, oppressed, because they believe that someone has to be in a position to be oppressed to experience sexism. How much sense does that really make? Because let's take a look at the definition of sexism right out of the dictionary. Now, is there anyone out there, truly, that thinks that men can't experience prejudice or discrimination by virtue of the fact that they happen to be born male? What does that say about anyone that thinks that way? I really wonder.
It says they're dumb. Like, no further context needed. They're dumb.
My sister is trans, and she, it's like when someone's like talking about something that directly affects you and they have no skin in the game. None, nada, zero. Like, you know, it's different.
How do you feel about Israel and Palestine?
I mean, I don't think the genocide in Gaza is good.
Do you have skin in the game?
Well, like, that's like a little bit of a different issue, though. Like, we're talking about like the health.
No, but I'm just trying to make the point here. So you're upset. You're
about a foreign war, and I'm talking about people's health care.
I'm talking about people's lives. So my mother lives in Israel. My sister, my brother. You have a really strong opinion about Israel. I'm applying your same argument back at you. You don't know what you're talking about. You've got no skin in the game, and
I'm okay.
Okay. You see how that works? Funny how her logic only applies to her political foes. Imagine my shock.
What is a woman?
Well, why don't you ask one and get your answer?
But if I don't know what one is, then how can I ask one?
Let's say I'm standing around a
now,
whole...
don't assume their genders.
I would not give a definition. I would let a woman give that definition.
I can't. How am I supposed to know what a woman is if you can't define it?
You have to do the hard work.
Luckily, science has already done the hard work for us, so we don't have to fret.
Look at me. I'm actually trying to help you right now. Okay? If you had complied and just done what he asked you to from the very beginning of that stop, none of this would have happened. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I don't want to lie. I feel like we was pulled over for no reason. If you follow...
It doesn't matter if you were pulled over for no... Listen to me. This is why we're hearing stuff all over in the news. It doesn't matter what you think. If a cop pulls you over, then you take the ticket for not wearing your seatbelt. This is all over not wearing your seatbelt. And here you are in felony court, and you're still not taking responsibility for the fact that he said, hey, ma'am, do this. And you said, I don't think you should have pulled me over, so I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And I'm going to lodge my foot against the door, and I'm not going to get out. I'm going to make you drag me out of my car, and then I'm going to kick you because you shouldn't have pulled me over in the first place. When all you had to do was get your ticket, go to JP court, and try to fight it there legally.
There are some people I'm convinced literally cannot learn.
What do you think was more detrimental to society? Women getting the right to vote or getting the right to an abortion?
Neither. I think it's great that they can do both.
Oh, both were equally horrible?
No? Oh, I see what you're doing.
What?
No, I think they were both great. Not detrimental at all to
really?
society.
Would you rather give up your right to vote or to an abortion?
To vote.
Really?
Yes, and that's it. 3 questions.
Yeah, no problem.
I hate when people talk about black women being obese. I hate it because it becomes a way to blame us for a set of conditions that we didn't create. We are living in the Trump era. And look, those policies kill our people. And what public health practitioners think is that our stress responses in the body change our metabolism. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?